This video is brought to you by CoolStuffInc.com, where you can find cool stuff in stock.
Hello, and welcome back to another day in the arena. It's me, it's CGB. Today, you knew it was coming. Like the theme to Jaws ticking away as Shark week and a half and then some rolls on. Mono red Shark Typhoon. Yes, it's big red with the only blue card being Shark Typhoon, the splash coming off Pathways, Temple of Epiphany, and Solemn Simulacrum. And it's a lot of fun, and a lot more fun than I think red decks have any right to be. Rawr, 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 anti-red words, things like that. It has a lot of very good land in Spikefield, Hazard, Shatterskull, Smashing, lands that act as removal spells. It has card draw in Mazemind Tome and Ox of Agonis, and it has the late game of Shark Typhoon shutting everything down. It also has Ironcrag Feet, which, while this does cast Ugin early, can also make very big sharks, or it can expedite slamming the Shark Typhoon even earlier than expected. The deck is definitely best against cheap aggressive decks like red and white. Definitely has a hard time against Gruul. You really need Soulseer, or you need the turn 5 Ugin trick. And against control, you have the combination of Crawling Barrens and Shark Typhoon to put pressure on them, but you have a lot of dead cards like Scorching Dragonfire and Soulseer and mostly Bone Crusher Giant that just don't get the job done. So control is tough. And this particular day that we're going to play the deck, I have no idea what's going on. I haven't played ranked in a couple of days, so I've got to reacclimate to the meta. I've got to hope that all my opponents are bringing mono red, because I think that the matchup with mono red, while isn't perfect, we don't have any sweepers per se, but we have a ton of removal. Ugin is a sweeper, especially combined with the feet, so it could go well. I really hope that that's what comes up. Of course, you know it. Maybe you hate it by now. We are doing Shark and a Half Week to show all the different uses for a CovertGoBlue Shark token. Pre-order Kaldheim from CoolStuffInc.com. Little link right there. Link in the description as well. Get your CGB Shark token. There's only going to be one launch of the CGB Shark token. I don't know how long it will be available, but you'll only have a chance to be one of the first to receive it starting now. So, hit the link, order your Kaldheim stuff, get excited. Also today, speaking of Kaldheim, I'm going to be previewing a Kaldheim card. Thank you, Wizards of the Coast. Thank you to the fans. But yes, I have a Kaldheim preview card that's going live later today on Twitch, right around 4 p.m. Eastern, not long after you probably finish this video. So come say hi, probably put a link in the comments like I tend to do while I'm live so you can stop in, and thank you very much for the support. As for what's left of Shark and a Half Week, I've got 2 more decks after this one that I'm excited to do. So if you are sick of Shark Typhoon, what's wrong with you? Nothing should be sick of Shark Typhoon. Let's dive in. Let the mythic mono-red shark attack nonsense begin. Oh man, haven't played ranked since it's been like 2 or 3 days. And we get number 22 in best of 1. Well, Nick. Playing Yorion too. Oh man. Oh man. Well, there's no running away now. I mean, is this hand any good at all? I guess on the play, it's too risky to mulligan. You just end up way too far behind. Let's keep the Typhoons. Yeah, hi, but we're enemies. You're playing green. Okay, green Yorion at number 22 Mythic. That's pretty exciting. Let's get this thing exiled. I like holding on to the sails. I mean, I could have shot down the goose, but I might just end up cycling the sails. Wow. Turn 1 goose, turn 2 trail. At least we threw him off a little bit. This is really bad. This is not the kind of value I'm built to compete with. I'm built to shoot small creatures in the face with a bunch of tiny removal spells. I mean, they're going to run Elspeth Conquers Death. Let's just try to get the deck humming. That's not bad. Gonna get wrecked by Elspeth Conquer's Death, though. Absolutely wrecked. Look at them. It's already 8 cards in hand to 4. And they have basically 2 more cards sitting on the battlefield in these food tokens. It's a slaughter in every way. Well, that's interesting, right? Maybe they lose their Trail of Crumbs from this? Why would they play Doom Foretold when they've got the Yorion thing cooking? Oh, what's this? Do they have Elspeth Conquer's Death? Can I beat it if they don't? Like, oh man, do I just Iron Craig into Ugin and try to make it happen? Maybe I'm supposed to play Barons and just start pumping the crap out of that. That is something they have trouble dealing with. Oh, jeez. No guts, no glory, gamers. $80-card deck. Do they have ECDs ready to go right now? Another Doom Foretold would be crushing as well. Which makes some sense. Yeah. But now they lose that Doom Foretold. They just had to spend it on the Ugin. Could have been worse. And they don't have any ammo. They lost their Trail of Crumbs. They don't have any ammo to blink with their Yorion. So we get to start just crunching. No Omen, so they have to pop their own Doom Foretold. No! Not good. The value. The value. Okay, and they're still hitting land, and they have Blessing. No! This is not the way we needed things to go. Yeah, we're getting absolutely mincemeated. It's going to take some good luck to get out of this. But sometimes they don't bring answers to the Barons. Sometimes they just don't have it. And they have a Treacherous Blessing on the field now. That can eat some life total. Of course, they have food to get it back, but maybe their mana is going to be constricted, and that will be difficult to deal with. Scrying again. Is it Yorion time? They go to 10. They have a bunch of food, but when are they going to eat it? They need to take a turn to eat food. They're not going to take that turn. They're feeling feisty. So 3 mana can remove the Yorion. Crawling Barons can get blocked by the Goose. We need a way to remove the Goose. Need a cheap removal spell. Ooh. What does that do? Oh, it's a mana short. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 8 mana is what it would take to do a good smashing. No, that's not going to do. Hazard. Ugh. It's getting me upset. Goose under a bus, I'm sure. 100%. They might go for another Yorion. Maybe we just hold mana open. Man, there's... Spikefield Hazard can shoot face. Yeah, let's see what they do. What we want to do is make it as hard as possible for them to have a blocker. They're going for a Wicked Wolf. We can target that. That would tap it. Yeah. Attack with the Yorion. Do it. Yes. Alright, let's tap the wolf. It also loses Indestructible. Let's see if the opponent notices that. If they only sack 1 food, they're going to lose the wolf. They're ranked 22. They better have this trick figured out. But Soulseer isn't a card that people see every single game. They don't use the mana. They must have Hagra Mauling? Yeah, they're not using Trail of Crumbs here. They must have something. They are eating this food, and they are not drawing cards. And they do get it out of the indestructible range. That's fresh cards. I should keep that. Hagra Mauling. How do we force damage? Maybe they plan to eat food. Maybe it's not a mauling. Let's find out. If it is a mauling, I guess it's game. But we're going to take our shot. We wanted them to take the damage. We wanted them to take the damage, then eat the food at end step. But they're not going to do it that way. Because then we could Spikefield Hazard in response. Yep, take the hit. Down to 7. So we still need a way to get rid of this frickin' wolf. We need to tap it next turn. The smashing's too much. Let's draw. There's another Soul Seer. Let's give ourselves access to as much mana as possible next turn. Let's play this tapped. Real Nail Biter. I think they're tremendously advantaged in this game, but maybe we have a chance. It seems way off. We need a mistake from them that they shouldn't make. Oh, they attack with both? Okay, they must have something else. Let it be another Wicked Wolf. A Charming Prince, no! No! Well, that resets the wolf if they untap it. That resets the wolf. So the Soul Seer can tap it. But we still have to deal with the Prince and the Yorion. No, not if they exile the Prince. Hold on. Wait a minute. There's still a lot more of this to figure out. They exiled that food too. They're at 5. Those are gone till the next end step. This is in your end step. What do you got? What have you got, Nick? We've got to do it now. It's now or never. Bone Crusher. We have enough to play the Bone Crusher as well. I just don't know if it's going to matter. But I guess it's better than the average draw. Hold on to your butts. Good game. I mean, is it a bluff? Are they just talking smack? Did we get it? We got it. What a game to come back to. Whew. Cue it up. ATP number 15? Murderer's Row today. What do you think number 15 is playing? Also Yorion. Unbelievable. 2 Solemns will keep this hand. Also on Yorion. What the heck is going on? I love it. I like it. 2 Yorion decks in the top 25 Mythic, and we queued them both. I don't know how favored we are against Yorion. It has everything to do with whether or not the Crawling Barrens works. I'm going to bottom this for now. We'll need it eventually for the Yorion, but we don't need it right away. Second Crawling Barrens is nice. Don't expect many artifacts from them. Can cycle the shredded sails. White, blue. There's a Typhoon. Not gonna find targets for that anytime soon. Let's get it out of the way. Making a 1/1 shark isn't that big of a deal. Nightmare. Well, we'll lose the Typhoon or the Ugin, won't we? Oh, I don't want to lose the Tome either. But I think the right play is Solemn. They're going to have a tough choice on this. Tough choice. Our hand is much better for this matchup than it was for the matchup before. We'll see if it matters, though. Esper is generally a much stronger deck than Abzan, and it can play counter spells. They might have snuck some negates into the deck, which could be a big deal. Down goes the Typhoon. Not afraid of the Ugin. Double Nightmare. No! That's probably the best things they could have. But we're still going to have a good set of turns. We get to play the Tome, and we get to play the other Solemn. We'll see if the opponent has the Skyclave Apparition to get rid of the Tome right away. And even if they do, we've ramped twice and we have Barrens. So Barrens can get to work soon. Easy pick. Now we'll see if they also have Elspeth Conquers Death. I guess they don't need to ECD a Solemn, but it's not the worst play you've ever seen. They also have no graveyard right now. Okay, they're just gonna Yorion. Wow. Oh, we're getting wrecked. We're in trouble. I thought we had a great hand. It got destroyed. I think I use this to draw, although I'm pretty sure eventually it's going to get blown up before I get to activate it, and if that's the case, we should probably scry. It's a good pull on the Souls here. I think we need to get Barrens going. Die. Yep, enjoy the lands. The opponent has dissected us. Let's see what they can do about it now. Can they take advantage? Okay, Doom Foretold. Nasty. Don't need another one of these yet. Draw. Scorching Dragonfire, not good. Draw another Tome. Do we want to give up that Tome so that the opponent doesn't pop their Doom Foretold? I guess I'm not that scared of their Doom Foretold. I'd rather get more cards out of the Tome. What could they play? They're not just going to play a Skyclave, right? So, we can scry here. I am the Baron's master. I cheese out Yorion decks with Crawling Barrens. It's just what I do. Oh no. No Sorcerer's Spyglass. Field of Ruin? In your sideboard? Okay, but I have 2 of them, so yay. This goes off. Discard this land. Draw the Ugin. Do you think they've got the ECD yet? Is there a way that we can draw out the ECD? Yeah, we need to get more out of our Ugin. We've been through 2 nightmares. Maybe they dance the Mance and then we get them. Let's do this. Get rid of that. So we pump the smaller barons because they have Field of Ruin. They're going to kill whichever one we use. We wait until we're in combat just to make sure we don't mistap, or the auto tapper doesn't get us. And look at that, they take it. Alright, another tome. They have Wishes and Doom Foretold. What a master. Oh, they've got the Omen to go with the Yorion to reload. That makes me salty, but we might be able to exile those things with Ugin. I mean, the best thing we had going was that they didn't have a good Yori, and now they do, so we have to Ugin next turn. We gotta get rid of these. Hopefully they play something else this turn too, like a Doom Foretold, and we can get that as well. 2 to the top. Yeah, they are balling now. 3 mana by Yorion. Let's see. I think they should not buy Yorion. I think they should hold up the field for a big Crawling Barons for sure. Like, me cheesing them out on damage is the only thing that can mess with them now. Yep. Not good enough. Okay. Let's see if they pitch an Omen. I think they should just let him go, because then they can draw with Tome, but no, they choose to scry. They kept 1 on top anyway, right? Yes. So they knew 1 card. Having the backup Ugin makes this play a lot easier. They definitely don't want a Field of Ruin from this spot because it gives me the mana to activate a Tome and draw a card instead of scry.
Not too dangerous to roam free.
Yep, they have the ECD. This is going to be a really hard game to win. They've got so many good defenses. They've got so much card advantage. Attack. There is a Yorion in the graveyard. Take it. No extra pumps here. They take it. Okay. Trying to save that field for the big attack. Hazard. Not very good. Second Tome. Now they're drawing a card. Tax goes off. Ugin costs 10. It's a hard life to be a dragon. Draw a card from Tome. Is it Yorion time? I've rarely been this jealous. But if anybody knows how to defeat the one they call Yorion, it should be me. Nobody spent more time with the Sky Noodle. Oh, we got a 1/4 coming down. Okay. We might be playing Ugin and exiling these two. The opponent might pay 2 to get back their Fae, which would be painful. Because that would mean that they had 2 pretty bad cards in their hand. But it is super mana intensive. Boom. What do you guys think? Can we cheese them? How are we ever going to make sure we have the right blockers? If we attack with 2 Barons, they can block 1, bounce. Ugh, so bad. If I cycle and make a huge shark, can I get it through? Ugin can't get it through. It will just end up exiling the shark itself. There's a Yorion coming back for free. It's really bad. It's really bad. But if they flicker the tome, they don't gain life. There might be a world where we just make a huge shark. Then we activate both Barons. Let's see what happens. I thought they might do the trick where they discard fetch with Fae. And they might fetch something worth, they might fetch something like worth discarding. Anyway, don't worry about it. Like, if they might discard an Ugin and then get it back. Something you might have seen me do a time or two. Let's let that be fine. That is fine. I will take the 1. What else you got? Granted, okay. I mean, if they watch my show at all or they paid attention to the game, they should know about the Shark Typhoon, I think, as the blue splash. Maybe they name Shark Typhoon on a Spyglass? 2 Fae of Wishes. In best of 1, in your Yorion pile. What a maniac. What an absolute maniac. Okay, they fetch Neutralize. That's good. That's good. That's really good. They can't neutralize this. They can eventually neutralize Ugin, which sucks, but they can't neutralize this. This is a whole other kind of pressure, and they didn't gain the 4 life from the tome. They're going to have to chump with the Yorion. They're going to end up at a really low life total. They're going to have to use the Field of Ruin, too. Yeah, none of this is counterable. They're in trouble. Unless they have a Heartless Act, maybe an Eliminate, then maybe they get to keep their Yorion. Even so. But how are we gonna finish the job? How are we gonna get the damage through? It's gonna be tough. Alright, no Eliminate for the Shark. Field of Ruin for 1 Barons. Well. Hit. Down to 4 life. The Ugin to the face is almost lethal, assuming we can find a way to resolve it. Oh, are we bringing back the Fae? Do you need to bounce the Fae to fetch a solution? Maybe they do. They should draw with Tome first, right? Discard Yorion, discard land. Maybe they knew their top card from a scry that I didn't remember. All right, we need to find another Shark Typhoon. That kind of pressure is what we're looking for. This is our last Ugin. Faye is fetching. Is there a spyglass or something? We have shredded sails. Shredded sails for a spyglass. Eliminate. Okay. Glass casket for the... Glass casket here for the 8/8. So the next trick is going to be try to get them to not have the mana for eliminate and neutralize. But they do. They do. Alright. Let's try to keep 2 permanents on the board. There's a Shark Typhoon. Alright, so we don't go for the eliminate here. We try to tax their mana. On their end step, we make another big shark. Yeah, we try to get them to commit a lot of mana to whatever. They're at 4, so a few Bone Crusher Giants will do it. Smashing, no. Oh man, this might be the game where I don't slam a Shark Typhoon. This might be the video where I go back on my promise and fail to slam a Shark Typhoon. Gosh, it's so close. It's on the edge of a knife. But the opponent has to hold up 5 mana a turn, so they're really only working with 6, possibly 7 mana a turn against all the mana that I have. And I have 2 tomes, and they're at 4. There's got to be a way we can force this. Oh, that's pretty good use of the 7 mana. Oh my lord. Oh. That's the best use of the 7 mana. Now, can we make more... like, if I find another Shark Typhoon, right? Is that it? If I use Shark Typhoon twice? Let's see. Let's scry. See if we can find it. Another smashing. Nice scry bug. And again. Scrying because if I find another Shark Typhoon, I want to go Shark Typhoon into Shark Typhoon cycle. Another Barons. Okay. 1, 2, 3. This is 9. They might only have 1 eliminate here. This could be it. This could be it. They just drew so many cards, though. There's no way, right? They must have the answer. Another Barons! I have enough for Ugin as well. If they tap out dealing with both of these, we can resolve the Ugin. They probably have an answer, but we can get them all the way to 1, and then a Spikefield Hazard is lethal. Well? Oh, no! Wait. Oh, God. Did we try to draw here? No, they're going to go up to 6. If we draw 1 more instant speed removal spell, we win. Do we go for that, or do we go for the Ugin? We have so many instant speed removal spells in our deck. So many. Ugin can get them back down to 3. They'll almost surely deal with it. Oh my god, I think we draw. Oh god, this feels weird. Alright, let's put a stop right here. Come on. Come on, instant speed removal, let's go. Spikefield Hazard, Bone Crusher Giant, Scorching Dragonfire. Do it. Okay. Be lying if I said I wasn't salty. God, I felt like we had that. That was the window right there. That was it. It didn't happen. I honestly think if we play the Ugin there and knock them back down to 3, they just ECD it or do some other form of control on it. I mean, it's not over yet. We can definitely keep pressing them with as many Barons as possible. But God, that felt like the window. It felt like we just lost it. They buy the Yorion. Yeah, they have an Omen. They're going to try to keep up Neutralize, right? But every time they keep up Neutralize, we just keep hitting them with Barons. They're still not playing the phase. Yep. Weird. What are they holding this mana up for? Maybe that's what they're asking themselves. Here it comes. Fae of Wishes. We'll exile the Solemn because it draws a card when it dies. Bone Crusher Giant. But they have Neutralize. They activate this, the counter shields are down. I could Bone Crush their face. Is that even worth it? Don't think so. Get rid of a Skyclave, bounce it back. We'll use the mana to charge up another Barons, so they have to keep blocking so many of them. But they're about to Yorion, which means they're about to flicker the Omen of the Sea. And the beat goes on. $44 cards to 27. Still a long way on the library situation. Here we go again. Just getting worked by Fae of Wishes. But can they stop the Barons? We've seen Field of Ruin, we've seen Eliminate. How many cards do they put in their sideboard that can stop them? They need a way to go bigger. They need a way to bring the fight to me. That said, they can just stay alive the whole game. Like, they don't have to beat me, they can deck me. Shark Typhoon, that can do it. Like I said, they need a way to go bigger, and they found it. They can have 5 mana open if they go for this Typhoon. But if they hardcast the Typhoon... Yeah. Doesn't quite work, does it? Maybe it's their plan to hardcast it, and if they tap out, though, we get to slam Ugin and attack. Oh my goodness. So they're probably not going to do that. Yeah, if they play this right, they should win. But they have to be patient. Well, we can do that, or we can charge a Barons. I guess charging the Barons is pretty good, right? Because now they can't block it easily. There's a Soul Seer. Alright, let's get into there. Would you like to counter this? Opponent would not like to counter this. How about this? Alright, we got the neutralize, guys. We got the neutralize. Ugin might be able to sneak through the Barons for lethal. Oh, they're holding on to Yorion. Okay, okay. I think our opponent's going to have nightmares about a crawling Barons that just chases them endlessly and they feel like they're running in quicksand and can never escape. Typhoon. Just no other counter spells. That's all we're asking. No more counter spells. Also, Doom Foretold would be a tilt. We'd have to discard the Ugin. No! Not like this. Not like this. Click to lose game. Had him. Had him and lost it. Alright, we don't want to trade a Barons. So this is a 4-4-1. We do not want to send in a 4-4-1 into a 4-4 Shark. That would be a catastrophe. I don't know if this is the right play. Might be a mistake. If they have an Omen here, they get a 3-3 and 2 1-1s to go with a 4-4 to put in front of the 8-8. It's possible I should have waited. I think this is the break turn, guys. This is where it all falls apart. I mean, we had one of those much earlier, and we hung in there with the Barons. Our opponents played well. We have nothing to be ashamed of if we lose, but my God, did we make this close. And there have just been some heartbreaking moments. In the tank on this scry. Two to the top. If they lose, it's their fault. Oh, goodness. Yep. Had a feeling that was coming. I think they were in a spot, though, where they would play it anyway, so I don't mind playing the Giant and going for it. You have to take risks when you're this far behind. God, losing that Ugin to the Doom Foretold was so heartbreaking. I may never recover. It does make sense that they have it. I just don't think it made sense to play around it. Who would have thought that would be a good draw? But it's okay. Man, still not enough mana, though, to get this Barons in there. I thought I had one more than I did. Miscounted. But we do get to charge the Barons, which is a big deal, because it means it's more likely to be able to do the thing next turn. Yeah, block with Fae, attack me with the Yorion and the Shark, and then it's just one turn to victory. And the opponent can just drop 2 cards, bounce their Fae. There's no draw that saves me, I don't think. All of our Ugins are gone. Flicker of Fate, exile target, return to the battlefield on its controllers. Yeah, that stops the Barons too. What a weird card to have in your board, but I guess it makes sense here. Good game. I hated it in so many ways. I hated it in so many ways, but it was a good game. And we are back for the post-game wrap. I didn't want to do one this time. I'm in pain. My heart hurts from that game. I thought we had it. It didn't go our way. That's Magic the Gathering sometimes. It's like the matchup was bad from the get-go, and it's like I was teased along the entire game. That must be what it feels like when I Yorion other people. That makes me a little happier. That I could make other people feel this bad. I am the evil one after all. So props to my Yorion opponents. Congrats on being in top 25 Mythic, running Yorion. You have brought honor to the dojo, even if you're not a part of it, whether you know it or not. And thank you to the fans for sticking with me through Shark Week and a half, which is not a big ask because it's freaking Shark Week and a half. It's awesome. It's the best week of the year, as those who lived through the Shark Week, the new days of Shark Week know. How about this deck? What is this deck? I feel like I got a weird picture of the meta. We got the top 25 meta, and it was both Yorion. If that's what I'm up against, this deck is okay, but it's not great. You want, like, negates. Maybe you need a Fae of Wishes in this deck and a Wish board to go toe-to-toe with that kind of nonsense. But I have a feeling that the meta at large is still a very aggressive place. So I wouldn't break up with the deck just now. It's a very fun take on Big Red, and I think it does show that if your color combination has a pathway, you can play Big Red and splash like one card. When we're talking about new Kaldheim cards, we can splash the new Tybalt, for example. But if you have like a fave card that only costs 1 mana of your color of choice, you can splash it into Big Red, and it's a deck playing a really sweet bomb card. So if nothing else, I think I gave you some options for the ladder that are a little bit off meta. Take your favorite big flashy card that only costs 1 mana of a color, maybe 2, who knows, and add it to Big frickin' Red. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you for all the support. As always, I will see you in the next video. Remember to check out the Twitch link below. Come out to the stream where we will reveal a brand new preview card from Kaldheim. And of course, Cool Stuff Inc. Get your token. Thank you for watching this video. I will see you in the next video. You're cool.